tested weapon that we think happened back in August. Then it was out that they've got a satellite that's got arms that can destroy our satellites. The idea that this is all being done, and that the Biden team is just kind of talking about it, but like the nuclear, it's like they just kind of put their hands up and say, well, this is what we got to deal with, but they don't really say, there's no strength behind the words, Secretary Pompeo. That's why I think that people are hoping to, at some point, hear some kind of strength that we're not going to just sit by and allow all this to keep going on.
No, the language early in the administration on China was pretty good, but there's been no evidence that real actions will be taken that will support that. To your point, this administration has continued to let China grow and build its capabilities, not only in the military space, but what they're doing in cyber and in the space realm itself. We've seen this in the financial world as well. This administration has simply kowtowed. I don't know if you saw today, one of America's companies, Apple, took the Bible off its applications inside of China. But this is the kind of appeasement from both the American private sector and from the Biden administration that will greenlight the Chinese Communist Party continue to impose its tyranny all across the world. We can't let this happen. The Trump administration refused to turn the other cheek. We stood up to the Chinese Communist Party bullies. I pray that that's become a bipartisan issue, and this administration will get serious about protecting Americans from the very real threat from General Secretary Xi Jinping and the Chinese Communist Party.
What do you make of the Taiwan's president confirming that there's some U.S. military on the ground there, whether there's some kind of training function? I mean, is that sense of what we want to see out of the administration when it comes to our, putting some politics aside, just for our own national security, for our allies' national security, or is that just, is that normal that we've got troops there kind of training and working with the Taiwanese?
So I applaud both the Biden administration and the Taiwanese leadership for conducting this work. If that's the case, I think that's the right approach. I think even providing more defensive capability, more defensive support, as we are required to do under our promises to the people of Taiwan, would make sense. I am confident that Taiwanese leadership would appreciate that, and I know it would be the right thing for the United States of America.
Finally, you got a blog up at aclj.org. It talks about how we know that the National Institute of Health and Dr. Fauci did fund gain of about it. We're hearing about all these other tests that we were funding as well. But what should happen next?
Dennis, what should happen next is when someone lies to the United States Congress, which appears